Running low on groceries? Why not visit realvalueiga.com and experience our new online shopping platform? Place your order, then go out and enjoy your day to spend more time with friends and family. Free delivery available within select locations or in-store pickup available. Sounds simple, right? It is. Stress less, live more with Real Value IGA online store, where good food begins.
Hey man, when we come online, you only juking up your phone.
Yeah boy, now as I say, they have an app. I can't find it. I check Play Store. I do a Google search. I can't find it. Man, I get fed up, man.
Nah man, because you look in the wrong place. The app is web-based.
Web-based?
Yes, you access it via your web browser, right? You can add it to your home screen or your desktop, like any regular app. Watch. Look, I have it on my phone, right? And you can access it or add it to any device, your computer, your tablet, any device.
Well, how am I doing that and I can't find it?
Okay, watch. All you have to do is open your browser, right? And type mobile.nawasa.gd. And voila, you see?
Just so?
Yes, and you can download it or access it via the web. Once you have a reliable internet connection, right, you can run the app anywhere, anytime.
So, how I adding that to my home screen?
Right, so you click on those three dots, right, or your web browser setting, and look for the option to install app or add to home screen. Easy peasy.
Well, thank you. Now I could help Auntie June because she was having the same problem too.
The Nawasa app, versatile, fast-paced, and always up to date because it's web-based. So Auntie June won't always have to install update. Once a change is made to the app, it updates automatically, no hassle.
Well, that's a good thing.
Mobile.nawasa.gd, your customer support companion.
Pathway Restorative Wellness Clinic exists to improve the lives of children, adults, and older clients with a range of diagnoses not limited to autism, stroke, arthritis, brain injuries, and depression, which hinder their ability to perform everyday tasks such as dressing, feeding, toileting, and grooming. Our licensed occupational therapist uses science, creativity, and compassion to design a client-specific care plan that restores and maintains skills required for daily living, work, and school. The Pathway Clinic is located on Morris Bishop Highway, but we extend services to schools and homes. Contact us at 472-422-7232.
Rich, smooth, delicious, and packed with vitamins that could only be one thing. It's a Rika almond beverage. Great on its own or a lovely addition to smoothies. So call Superb Distributors on 435-2948 or visit us at Tempe St. George's today. Remember, Rika is life and life is Rika.
Alrighty, we would like to say hello, and welcome to everyone to another Mikey Life program. I am your host, Mikey Hutchinson. And of course, we have a few things to tell you about on the program. And so we are happy that you're here for another day with us. And we are happy that you're in good health, And if you're not and you're here with us still, we hope that, something will happen during the course of the program that will make you feel much better. All right, let's talk about what's making the news tonight. Grenada's health ministry, they are monitoring, reports of monkeypox outbreak overseas. All right, we'll talk about that. They say that we have little surveillance mechanisms in place to catch these cases if they ever to arrive at our shows. And also in health, Grenada moves a step closer to providing CT scans. And we have a little update for you on the investigation into the death of Kimon. We're going to talk about that. Teachers protest in the city, across to the Carnage and up to the botanical gardens, kinda. We'll talk about that. And criminal charges likely for Cutlass-Wielding student. All right, we'll talk about that. And above normal 2022 Atlantic hurricane season forecasted. 18 students killed, 1 teacher. 18 students killed, including a teacher as well. All right. According to the Texas governor, and that's as it relates to an elementary school shooting. It's just more and more of this nonsense. Anyway, folks, we're going to take a break and come back. We got to let you know the headlines was brought to you through the kind compliments of Courts Grenada Limited, Digicel NOAA, the Housing Authority of Grenada, Real Value IGA Supermarket, and we also have on board with us superb distributors. All right, and of course we also have the Pathways on board, and we have to say good day, good night. Going on to the staff there as well, Pathways Clinic. So, folks, we're taking a break, and when we come back, boy, oh gosh, you're going to be real news in Ole Lily Lolo. Remember, someone sharing, all the sharing business, man, I find out I wasn't sharing thing these days, you know what happened to all you. Someone sharing tonight's program will receive some free credit compliments, did you sell? I bet all if I say if I say somebody sharing the program go get himself a iPhone or Samsung, something all they want to share. Anyway, all the share the business, all right? We're coming back.
We got the call on our way home that something was wrong. When we got here, we saw that the entire house was engulfed in flames. Just sitting there and looking at you, basically your whole life investment going up in flames. It did take a toll on us as a family. Once we decided to rebuild, the thought came up to use the Housing Authority of Grenada. After they sent in their quotation, which we thought was very, very reasonable, we decided to go with Housing Authority of Grenada. They were very helpful. They visited the site weekly. The staff was very professional. The contractor was very professional. They delivered our house on time. The quality of work was amazing. And as you can see today, we are not disappointed. I would definitely recommend Housing Authority of Grenada for all your construction needs. With their affordable costs, high level of customer service, guidance, and building expertise, they will help you as they help us.
Grenada, get ready for one powerful night of worship, song, and praise as Currently Holdings presents Sinach. Sinach live in worship at the Grenada National Stadium. Sunday, June 5th, starting time 5 p.m. along with special guest artists from South Africa, Benny Mwepu, and worshipper Brandon Finch from New York. Dress code all white. Early bird specials $60. VIP early bird ticket specials $250. Special fares for churches are available. All churches and denominations are invited. Let us all come together for a night of prayer and worship unto God as we thank God for His mercies towards us and our nation. For more information, contact 419-3645. Sunday, June 5th, Grenada National Stadium. Sinach, Benny Mwepu, and Brandon Finch.
Do you need to get one of these tests done at an affordable price? Well, look no further. Visit Allied Laboratories by Fit for Life today. We offer VDRL, CBC, ANA, rheumatoid factor, D-dimer, TROP1, HbA1c, PT-INR, and PTT. Call one of our branches today, conveniently located at Grenville and Granats, and one of our staff members will be happy to assist. Please note that there are over 200 tests available, and these are only a few. So call today and book your appointment.
All right, family, welcome back to tonight's news. And of course, again, we'd like to welcome all of you who are here with us for the first time. And well, to the usual suspects, we're always saying hello to you and you know, to let you know that we appreciate you. Yeah, all the time. You know, before we get into the hardcore news, we would usually like to tell you what's happening, some little notices and stuff, you know, people who are going to be affected in one way or the next, whether it's water, electricity, you know, etc., etc. So let's just do that one right now, and then we're going to move on, right? So we have this notice that we got from NOAA, and it relates to the Peggy's Whim water system. All right, they would like to advise consumers served by that water system that the system, in order to facilitate system maintenance, you as a customer, you will be experiencing interruption in your water supply between the hours of 8 a.m. and 8 p.m. That is on Wednesday, that is tomorrow. All right, and if you're wondering who that would affect, we're talking about people like in Hermitage, River Sally, Conference, Tivoli, Shantimel, Sateras, Montrose, Bathway, Rose Hill, Carrier, St. John's, and Samaritan. All right, St. John, St. Andrew we're talking about, right? Good. And there's also going to be another area that will also be affected, all right? And we're talking about from 7 p.m. to night to 6 a.m. So you don't go have water. We're talking about people in Egmont, Calivini, and surrounding communities in the parish of St. George, all right? They say that the interruption in your supply is in order to facilitate system maintenance, all right? So they say that they'd like to apologize for any inconveniences likely to be caused. Another notice is that the Traffic Department of the Royal Grenada Police Force, they'd like to notify the general public, and in particular motorists, that the Mont Millet Road, that's Brothers Main Road, St. John, will be closed to vehicular traffic from Wednesday, 25th May, for the duration of 3 months. Now, this closure, they say, is to facilitate the demolition of the existing retaining wall and the reconstruction of a new retaining wall in the area. Motorists, you are advised to adhere to the traffic and the safety signals and signage in the area and to make use of the alternative routes through Loreto St. John. Now, the Traffic Department of the Royal Grenada Police Force said that they anticipate your cooperation and would like to apologize for any inconveniences likely to be caused. In the sporting thing now, we see a lot of sporting events are happening, and on Saturday, June 4th, we understand that the Whitsuntide games will be taking place, all right, and that's at the Kirani James Athletic Stadium. So all the best to the clubs and the teams and so on. You know, we are happy that we are now able to you know, watch you guys again and see what you're capable of. All right. Okay, let me see. What's the next thing that we have to tell you about, boy? There's a story that we monitored from Tam CC boy. You understand? And we like to, when you see them thing and them happen, we like to talk about it. So let me see if I could pull up a little picture on the screen. All right, look it. It's a young lady. She want. Okay, here we go. Yes, good. So you might have seen her picture floating along social media, right? Now, her name is Sierra McIntyre, and she's a second-year social science student. Now, she received the Best in Country Award for Grenada in the ages 17 to 19 category of the 2022 ECCB RSS ARU Creative Youth Poetry Competition. Now, that's been hosted by and sponsored by the Eastern Caribbean Central Bank, the ECCB, and the Regional Security System Asset Recovery Unit, RSS ARU, with her poem titled Skills Equal Money. So I'd like you to join me in saying congratulations to her. All right, good going, you hear me? Good going. We're moving on. How are we looking for time? Let me check out a piece from the GFA. Grenada has named its senior men's squad, and that is to contest the League A of the CONCACAF Nations League with a balanced mix of youth and experience. Now, the 26-man squad, which will face the United States and El Salvador, consists of 42% of homegrown players, with the rest consisting of players who are internationally based. 54% of the players are below the age of 25, balanced nicely with the more experienced squad members who have multi-international caps and tournament experience. Among the squad, the list is people like Jamal Ray Charles, who had a stellar run in the 2019 Nations League, scoring 6 goals, as well as veteran goalkeeper Jason Belfon, and lone goal scorer in the 2021 Gold Cup, Ramar Frank. All right. So they're doing a little preparation. Ting, 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 and ting, 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 ting. And by the way, GFA boy, they're gonna have the election soon. Hey, let me cough. They're gonna be having their election soon, and I see Chenny Joseph, who's the current president, is being challenged by Marlon Glean. You understand? Who will it be? Let me see what the people saying on the program. So who will it be? Who will it be? Chenny Joseph will continue to be the president, or will there be a new president? Marlon Glean. Well, time will tell. It's a pity we can't have the election happening on the program. You know what I mean? Because, you know, it'll make it dramatic and exciting and things like that. But anyway, a small thing. We are moving on. All year. The Ministry of Health here in Grenada, they are closely monitoring, they say, reports of an outbreak of the monkeypox virus in several countries, including the United States and Canada, Australia, the UK, and other parts of Europe. So today, for the first time, they are speaking out about it. They had a post-cabinet briefing or a press conference kind of, because they're not members of cabinet, so, you know, regular press conference now. Yes? And so they talk about a range of things, CT scan, they talk about dialysis, and they talk about monkeypox, and those are some of the main topics that they were talking about. You understand? And so, they were saying that we have to be on the lookout, more so now than ever, because we are about to celebrate our carnival. You understand? We are about to have so we will find that a lot of people are going to be traveling. You understand? But Dr. Taisha Donald, who's responsible for medical services at the General Hospital, she says we already have some measures in place, you know, so that we can catch the business if it's so try to get to our shores.
So now, within the last month, where we have cases of monkeypox turning up close to us, so there are cases in over 12 member states of the World Health Organization, including places like Canada, USA, Australia, and the European countries. Now, of course, in Grenada, once you hear things in the US, Canada, we start getting worried because we know there's a lot of travel between these countries and ours, particularly now where we have Carnival coming up and persons haven't had Carnival for 2 years. And so everybody looking forward to coming home for Carnival and all of this. And so there'll be a lot of travel going on between these countries. So we have to be on the lookout for monkeypox. Now, the good thing about this is that all the surveillance measures in place for COVID-19, as a matter of fact, Grenada has a surveillance program for fever and rash. And monkeypox is one of those viral illnesses that give you fever and rash. And so that surveillance process is already in place. So all healthcare professionals, whether in public sector or private sector, that have a patient or see a patient with fever and rash, they're supposed to report these cases to our EPI unit. So this already exists. So now we just have to step up on that surveillance program because, of course, this is something new to us, and we just have to step up on the lookout for cases that look similar to monkeypox.
Now, she was saying that there's a little difference with the monkeypox now than before. So it's like COVID, where you could have done some sort of contact tracing. You understand? It would originate from one place, there'll be travel, and then as a result of travel, you would find that other people are getting infected. But she says that a lot of these cases are presenting differently. in fact, it is not necessarily linked to travel, but they have noted that these cases are showing up in men who are having sex with men.
But it's kind of strange that they're now seeing it in the non-endemic areas, like as again Canada, USA, Australia, and the European countries. But what they're noticing is that some of these cases are not even related to travel from West Africa or Central Africa. They're seeing these cases in generally in men who have sex with men, and they're also seeing it, you know, with not able to pinpoint any travel history. And that is a bit of cause for concern because, of course, you know, we expect that persons coming from certain areas where it's endemic can present with it, but in these cases, the only group they were able to identify is the one that I've said. But it can affect anyone. To date, there's no cases reported in the Caribbean. However, we have to step up our surveillance and, you know, to ensure that a case doesn't escape, you know. So as I said before, we already have surveillance measures in place that should capture this. But of course, we just have to be on the extra lookout for persons coming from the endemic and non-endemic areas, particularly in these times when we have, you know, upcoming carnival events, a lot of persons going to be out. So,
all right. So the public, you are being advised that the main symptoms of the monkeypox are things like your fever, your rash, swollen lymph nodes, as we will say, glands, and so on, as she explains.
So how does it transmit, you know? It transmits through direct person-to-person contact. So the lesions on the skin, if the person has the lesions and you have direct contact with them, you can get it through that. Also, you can get it through respiratory droplets. So again, we're back to square one, where we say, okay, should we wear the mask or should we not wear the mask? Well, yes, we should, because the mask is going to help protect us from COVID-19 and also from monkeypox. All right, so we have to be aware of that it can be passed on through respiratory droplets as well, but also from the skin lesions. So, guys, we have to be on the lookout. All right, we have to be on the lookout. This is new. We're still dealing with our COVID-19 pandemic, and now we're dealing with this surge in monkeypox cases. So we have to be vigilant. We have to remember that hygiene always wins. So, and respiratory etiquette always win.
So she's saying that in order to prevent yourself from contracting the monkeypox, the same COVID-19 measures will help you. So the wearing of the mask, washing of your hands, and sanitizing of the mask, even keeping a social distance from people that you're not very familiar with. And, you know, I mean, the incubation period is 2 weeks to a month, and that makes it a little difficult to track back to say, okay, I might have contracted it here, I might have contracted it there, I need to do this, I need to do that. All right, so they are saying, given all of that, you just need to be mindful and do whatever it is that you need to prevent yourself from. But again, what they are saying that we have not had any case in Grenada, nor do we have any case in the Caribbean. I know that I've seen some stuff coming out of Trinidad, but one source said that that's not true. You know, people are just posting pictures with people to make them look bad, you know. Just put a picture and say that person has monkeypox and things. So people playing the fool where that is concerned, but there are no cases in the Caribbean as we know it as right now, all right? And Grenada may move, well, not may, but have moved one step closer to providing CT scans at the General Hospital. In fact, the machine is already set up, and they're doing the necessary training and so on, and soon, and very soon, you are going to be able to get your CT scan at the General Hospital. You know, without you having to break the freaking bank. They're saying that you can, at least, if you have the money to pay it, now stop saying no. If you have the money to pay it, pay for it, then you will be able to pay, they will allow you to pay for it. But for people who are not able to afford the CT scan, the cost of the CT scan, they will be receiving that service free. Well, nothing is really free, but you don't have to pay. So if you go pay, they say they go do a little check, ting, 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 ting. If you go pay, you pay. And if you cannot pay, you know, ting, 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 ting. The same applies to the dialysis. They say they're hoping to have like a 3-day system for people. Those who can afford and who wants to pay and ting, ting, ting. But they say that they're going to be doing a pre-screening. Yeah? So if you can afford it, you can afford it. And if you can, they'll be helping you out with that. All right. And what they're also saying is that it is a continuous assessment. So even if you can afford it now, after a few months, they assess you again and to see where you are financially, because dialysis does cost some money, you know. And so that's what they're doing. They say they're even looking into transplant. All right. Yes, we're talking about kidney transplant and things like that. I think they say there's an aim of a certain number for the year. I think it's 6 or so. Anyway, so here's what. Grenada lost one life again owing to COVID-19. In its last dashboard, we can tell you the Ministry of Health confirmed that one person died as a result of COVID-19. Now, out of 643 tests that were done, 120 tests came back positive. Now, that resulted in a positivity rate of, let me get it correctly, 18.7%. There was some recoveries, 42, and our current active cases now stand at 834. That's right, 834 active cases. So we see that the numbers are going down, but still, it's no cause for relaxation, because the numbers are, although it's going down, they are still high. Okay. Cumulative deaths now stand at 224. Folks, we are moving on. The next thing that we have to tell you about, boy, we have a little update for you on the Kimon Bell situation. The Community Relations Department of the Royal Grenada Police Force, we spoke to the Cardina there, right? And that's Cardina Douglas McLean, all right? And she was saying that the investigation has somewhat wrapped up. And so the files are being prepared to be submitted to the Director of Public Prosecution. All right. Now they say that there was like a parallel approach that was taken to the investigation. Right. And so soon we will know what direction things will take. Of course, we will be hearing that from the Director of Public Prosecution.
From the police end and from the RSS end, both investigations were concluded. The file is being compiled to be submitted to the judge this morning, and we still held.
All right, thank you very much. That was very quick. So she's saying that the file was being submitted to the put together to be submitted to the Director of Public Prosecution for guidance. All right. That's his role, all right, to see what he will determine whether or not any criminal offenses was committed, etc., etc. You know, things like that. Good. So that's that with the Kimon Bell situation. So I'm hoping that, well, pretty soon. So once the investigation is completed, the file, like they say, they put the documents together, submit it. So very soon. We will know what the DPP has determined. All right? Good. Earlier, they protested today again. Teachers, for social and economic justice. They are saying that there are people who have been temporary for how long? And they want the status of these teachers to be regularized. They want the teachers to be permanent. So that they can go get loans in peace. You understand? And all of that. See, people are all in the system of 20 years. Temporary. They're not made permanent. So the teachers and them took to the street. They say, no upgrade to the status. No vote! They had a nice little chant singing, boy, and then people go up to the botanical gardens, but before they reach, they blocked the entrance. The police and they locked the entrance to the botanical gardens. So they had to, protesters, they had to stay down in the bottom down so and sing the chants and sing the thing, you know. If we don't get if we don't get any sort of satisfaction, we don't vote in NMP. You know? And that was the chant. That was the chant. You understand? They walk through the place. If you see them people, they're chanting by. Look at them in the little vibe, motorcade and thing, motorcade flex and thing. You understand? So they are saying they want to, wait. They say they want to be taken seriously. And that the issue has been going on for way too long. Way too long. So it's now, they put down their foot on the business. They say enough is enough. You understand? The chichas. All right? We are moving on. Speaking about chicha. All right? Speaking about chicha. The next thing that we have to tell all that. See again, I like a thing on the program there. The next thing we have to tell all your boy. Yesterday was a whole situation with a student and a cutlass. You understand? A fifth form student boy, they say cutlass in the classroom. People panicking. And then kind of them students and thing, and they say they cut the blade on the door and all kind of thing, boy. There's another student again who was also questioned by police as it relates to that offense. Well, today what we understand is that the parents and all the stakeholders were called in. Child Protection Services, the police, and everybody who got involved in the whole business. You understand? As we hear an update from the police as it relates to that incident.
And we still tell various sectors inclusive of parents of the students, the Child Protection Authority and the police, Ministry of Education as well. And we have commenced criminal investigation into that occurrence. And on completion of that investigation, based on the evidence that has been collected so far, it is most likely that criminal charges may be preferred against one of the students who were involved in yesterday's incident. No one sustained any harm or injury at the school, however, damages were done to school property. And that is in itself is a criminal infraction.
Okay, thank you very much. So even if no one was chopped or sustained any injuries as a result of the behavior, but the damage to the property, etc., and it could be assault if anyone felt that they were, their life was a threat or something like that. Their life was being threatened by the activities or the actions of the individual. So that can get really sticky. Really, really sticky. All right. Oh, yeah. How we looking for time, boy? Yeah, boy. So we were telling you yesterday about the weather and so on, and we only take certain information from certain sources, and so we are happy to tell you that we were able to. Oh God, man! I don't know any program. Only texting me, I put it on vibrate, but Lord God, huh? Anyway, so the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration, the NOAA, today they predicted an above-average Atlantic hurricane season this year, making it the 7th consecutive above-average hurricane season. Now, for the 2022 hurricane season, NOAA is forecasting a likely range of 14 to 21 named storms, with winds of 39 miles per hour or higher, of which 6 to 10 could become hurricanes with winds of 74 miles per hour or higher, including 3 to 6 major hurricanes with categories of 3 to 4 or 5, with winds of, check it out, 111 miles per hour or higher. They're saying that early predictions are understanding your risk is key to being hurricane resilient and climate ready. That's according to the Secretary of Commerce, that's Gina Raimondo. All right? Now, we have been very fortunate over the years to not be hit. But, I know they don't say Jesus is a Grenadian. Preparation is key. So they are putting these things out there so that at least you know what the focus is. So you know you need to prepare. And you don't need to get no focus, if you ask me, to be prepared. You understand? Now the Atlantic hurricane season officially begins at the beginning of June of 2022. All right? So all you organize all yourself. All right? All you. We've been dealing with some serious dust in the place, boy. Bah! Dense dust haze, and it's been going on for days now. You understand? It seems, and for those of you who are not in Grenada, let me tell you what it looks like. It looks like it's going to rain, and it just raining. Right? You're able to look at the sun 4 o'clock and 5 o'clock. You just look directly at the sun and no problem. No problem. Nothing burning in your eye. The sun look like it's the moon because it's so hazy. For people with respiratory problems and people who are sensitive, it's a problem for them. Sneezing and coffee and, just feeling woozy. For people with big nose, where the dust are extra place to pass, it could be a challenge for them too. Well, fortunate for me, I haven't had any issues, because me I know respiratory problem. Sinus and cannabis problems. So I just get away. Jesus know what you're doing. You can't get a big nose and still make you have problems with the nose because I have problems right there. So, yeah, boy. Yeah, so we've been having that to deal with, but we'll get more specific with you on that in a moment when we come back with the weather. Oh, yeah. The situation, boy, that we have to tell all about it. In Texas, boy, shooting and thing, 18 students were killed. We get an update day just now. 18 students killed. And a teacher, I think it's a 4th grade teacher or something like that, in an elementary school, Shooting in an elementary school. The shooter is an 18-year-old student at the Uvalde High School. You understand? I mean, how many more, man? It was last week. When the youth man go and shoot up them people and them black people in the while they were shopping and thing. You understand? He had a mission. It was to wipe out black people. All that happening in the US. Yeah? You just think that everything is okay? Man just come and in school, School, and yet nothing has been done about the gun laws there. Nothing. Everybody walking around with gun. Gun don't kill people, people kill people. But if you get rid of them guns and them, what they gonna do? They gonna run around with cutlass? I don't understand. But I don't understand this. And that is why I do not take my residence here on this little rock lightly. Because there are places that all of us emulate what we try to emulate. There are places like we praise and we worship and we behave like if they are like heaven. And we on the little rock, we in hell. But when you really look down to it, you dissect it. No place is as sweet as home, my dog. No place is as sweet as home, youth. We have a few liquor shootings happening here and there, but that's just in its minority. Man thinking cutlass and then trying to feel it big. And I understand one rap and they go and cry for mommy. So we don't have a real bandit here. You don't have a real bandit here. You can't take them serious. It's people looking for attention and one girl, so they want to play tough. You understand? We all that at them here. There's no place as sweet as home. And so that you have to learn to understand that. So your goal and your dream should not be painting other places as sweeter than your home. As your final destination, as the highest height. And when you think of the highest height, Grenada is nowhere in that picture. We can't be doing that, dog. And sometimes it baffles me as to how it is we regard our beautiful island so little. How is it we have such little regard for this beautiful place? And let me tell you, people don't respect us because we don't respect ourselves. People don't take us seriously because we have no respect and regard for our own. You understand? So they treat us like dirt to go in certain places that are beneath us. We need a visa. We need a visa, you know, to go in places that are beneath us. And these people are beneath us. When I say that, you understand, in their categorization, right? But them could just walk in. Them people could walk in, they get in an aisle pass. They're moving like Ric Flair in WCW, WWF. Ric Flair, with style. And then they come and they acquire. They acquire everything that we don't value. And before you know it, we end up with the spoils. We end up with the spoils. Why? Because we do not regard ourselves. We do not take ourselves serious. And no one takes us serious. Because we don't respect ourselves. I ain't making it up. I don't making it up. All we do is we criticize, we own by. You see a man going on make a little business, but all the run all the money, man, boy. You see a mother struggling to sell like a snow ice and thing on the side of the road, boy. And the neighbor trying to make life real hard for her. How it is we are gonna rise? How it is we gonna rise as a people if we treat our own like that? A man trying to open a business, or calling him thief. Or you don't know what the man do to get what he get. The man might pull the devil by his tail. But I'll call him man all kind of name, boy. And so instead of that business go up, he go down. And instead of him satisfying a particular need within the community, because of your bad-mindedness, his business get eliminated, and the need that he was going to be satisfying remains a need within the community. So you cut your nose to spoil your face, and the community failed to rise because of the crab in a barrel mentality, boy. If I can't get in, nobody else can get in there, boy. Even if it means a man getting there will help you to get a little higher, no, you want to be the one to do it, and if you can't do it, nobody else should. My friends, that is the kind of mentality that destroys us as a community. You don't have to believe me, but look and see. Look and see. So going back to the point, when you see these things happening in these places, people, if it doesn't help you to respect home a little bit more, I don't know what will. Realize that this is your home, this is your place, and make it as comfortable for yourself and your family as possible. You understand what I'm saying? Because there is no higher height. There is no better life. At least so you would think. Yeah, because you live here and you go somewhere else. You leave one problem, but you're going to meet another. Because no place is free of challenges, social, economic, and all kind of challenge. You understand? So anyway, let's watch what's going on and remind ourselves of what we have here at home. Grenada is a beautiful place with beautiful people. Yes? Believe that. We're moving on. Somebody say try not to stress. Me ain't stressing, man. That's just how I express myself. Because I want all of to see it. That we are eating each other up. You understand? I want all of to see it. I'm very passionate about it. Because we should not die not realizing what's happening to us as a people. We all deserve to sit down and realize, hey, we complain, but we are the ones who are as guilty as the others. We are the people who we are complaining about. Yes, we are the people we complain about. Just think about it. Brother, live and let another man live. Let's all try to build our place. Realize that we are here to stay. Yes? So there's no need to fight. Because it's that we live in peace. Collectively. As a people. Or we fight each other individually. And listen, when that fight starts, it is non-stop fighting. Because what it is you hope to gain by that fighting is never achieved. Yes? So let's choose to live in peace collectively as a people than to all fight. And sometimes we're not even fighting for the same thing, but we're fighting each other. Yeah? You want water? I want flour, but we're fighting. We don't want the same thing. We are not after the same thing. Why are we fighting? One wants sugar, one wants milk, but they're fighting. What the hell are you fighting for? And the worst part is sometimes it's in abundance what they want, but they're still fighting. Hold you. Before I raise my pressure here this time of the night, let me take a little break and come back. And when I come back, people, we have for you the national report and we have the weather. So we're coming back.
Running low on groceries? Why not visit realvalueiga.com and experience our new online shopping platform? Place your order, then go out and enjoy your day to spend more time with friends and family. Free delivery available within select locations or in-store pickup available. Sounds simple, right? It is. Stress less, live more with Real Value IGA online store, where good food begins.
Hey man, when we come online, you only juking up your phone.
Yeah boy, now as I say, they have an app. I can't find it. I check Play Store. I do a Google search. I can't find it. Man, I get fed up, man.
Nah man, because you look in the wrong place. The app is web-based.
Web-based?
Yes, you access it via your web browser, right? You can add it to your home screen or your desktop, like any regular app. Watch. Look, I have it on my phone, right? And you can access it or add it to any device, your computer, your tablet, any device.
Well, how are I doing that and I can't find it?
Okay, watch. All you have to do is open your browser, right? And type mobile.nawasa.gd. And voila, you see?
Hey, just so?
Yes, and you can download it or access it via the web. Once you have a reliable internet connection, right, you can run the app anywhere, anytime.
So, how I adding that to my home screen?
Right, so you click on those three dots, right, or your web browser setting, and look for the option to install app or add to home screen. Easy peasy.
Well, thank you. Now I could help Auntie June because she was having the same problem too.
The Nawasa app, versatile, fast-paced, and always up to date because it's web-based. So Auntie June won't always have to install update. Once a change is made to the app, it updates automatically, no hassle.
Well, that's a good thing.
Mobile.nawasa.gd, your customer support companion.
Path Pathway Restorative Wellness Clinic exists to improve the lives of children, adults, and all the clients with a range of diagnoses not limited to autism, stroke, arthritis, brain injuries, and depression, which hinder their ability to perform everyday tasks such as dressing, feeding, toileting, and grooming. Our licensed occupational therapist uses science, creativity, and compassion to design a client-specific care plan that restores and maintains skills required for daily living, work, and school. The Pathway Clinic is located on Morris Bishop Highway, but we extend services to schools and homes. Contact us at 473-422-7232.
Collect, share, and win with Coca-Cola. Here's your chance to win one of 3 Sony PlayStation 5 consoles when you enjoy original Coca-Cola or Coca-Cola No Sugar. Collect specially marked labels and spell the word MAGIC. Submit the labels in an envelope with your name, address, and contact information and drop in entry boxes provided at major supermarkets. 22 lucky winners can also win great weekly prizes including Samsung Smart TVs, Samsung mobile phones, Samsung tablets, and free Coca-Cola. Coca-Cola. Real magic. See press or online for more details. Terms and conditions apply.
Spice Mass is back! And Grenada Distillers Limited wants you to win big with its bottleneck promotion. With every purchase of pure white or special dark, you are automatically entered for a chance to win. Win tickets to Soca Mona. Win free costumes. Win bottles of Clack-Scott rum, Grenada's #1. Win cold hard cash and more. Simply write your name, address, and contact details at the back of this bottleneck and insert in the boxes at participating outlets and the Clack-Scott sales van. Win big for Spice Mass with Clack-Scott, Grenada's #1 rum.
Rich, smooth, delicious, and packed with vitamins that could only be one thing. It's Rika Almond Beverage. Great on its own or a lovely addition to smoothies. So call superb distributors on 435-2948 or visit us at Tempe St. George's today. Remember, Rika is life and life is Rika.
We got the call on our way home that something was wrong. When we got here, we saw that the entire house was engulfed in flames. Just sitting there and looking at you, basically your whole life investment going up in flames. It did take a toll on us as a family. Once we decided to rebuild, the thought came up to use the Housing Authority of Grenada. After they sent in their quotation, which we thought was very, very reasonable, we decided to go with Housing Authority of Grenada. They were very helpful. They visited the site weekly. The staff was very professional. The contractor was very professional. They delivered our house on time. The quality of work was amazing. And as you can see today, we are not disappointed. I would definitely recommend Housing Authority of Grenada for all your construction needs. With their affordable costs, high level of customer service, guidance, and building expertise, they will help you as they help us.
Welcome to Yogo. Most of you know us for our food delivery service and our food pass for free delivery from restaurants. But did you know you can also use us for grocery deliveries too? We've just added another 5,000 plus new items to Yogo's supermarket. And stay updated as we add more products and vendors. Yogo Services is our convenient skip the line offering. Let us pay your electric, water, and other utility bills for you. With us, you will be able to buy tickets, pay your rent, schedule bookings, and other services. Need a ride to get somewhere? Give Yogo Lyft a try. Select your pickup location and destination location and wait for our driver to collect you. Never have to worry about how you're gonna get to a place again. Please see website or app for our service locations. And sign up now.
Hassle-free loans for your every need. Cards have you covered, best believe. Cards ready, cash is for everyone. Not to worry, fast approval. Hurry up and come. We got it all, we on the go. Cards ready, cash you already know. We got it all, we
Grenada soon to provide CT scan services utilizing state-of-the-art CT scanner. We'll have details to this story and more in the national report. With the details to the news for Tuesday, May 24th, 2022, I am Chrisanne Mitchell. Healthcare services in Grenada are being revolutionized with the addition of a 128-slice CT scanner, which is capable of delivering rapid, accurate, precise, and confident diagnosis, including determining the stages of cancer and complex cardiac procedures, among other areas. Rikisha St. Louis has more in this report.
Director of Hospital Services, Dr. Carol McIntosh, says the state-of-the-art equipment represents a game changer for healthcare delivery on the island, allowing for access to a CT scan in a timely fashion for those with head trauma, strokes, and other traumatic events. The CT scanner is a donation from the Maria Holder Memorial Trust, an invaluable gift for which the country and its people are immensely grateful.
We want to say thank you to the Maria Holder Memorial Trust because they are the ones that donated the CT scanner and the power surge to us for this particular piece of equipment to come here in Grenada. And that, just even the story of why they're donating it is also important. One of the things was seeing someone who could not afford having the CT scanner, which is one of the top. That was something that brought joy.
The CT scanner was donated in 2019, but due to the COVID-19 pandemic, it arrived in November 2020. Installation is a complex and highly technical process, and as such, was undertaken over several months. That process is now complete, and during the past week, a number of test scans were conducted as part of the training phase in preparation for the commencement of service to the public.
There were points when the starting installation and the engineers who were sent in said, well, this is not working. So we had to stop. The way that the room was set up, the initial layout and of the layout that we had for the CT scanner and how it's supposed to sit were not in line. The AC was prepared for it to go straight, and we had it on a slant, so we had to remove some of the air conditioning vents to allow for the cooling. That took place, everything started working well, and then the completion of the installation was about 2 weeks back. Now we've completed installation of the CT scanner and it's there, but it doesn't mean that you just flip it on. Unfortunately, it's not like a TV. Flip it on, put the plug in, and you're going. It now needs to have that those who are working with it, the radiographer, the radiologist, and the additional team, the biomed team, who will be the first responders if anything goes down, had to be trained on this particular CT scanner.
Currently, staff within the biomed and radiology departments are undergoing training to understand how the equipment functions and what type of maintenance will be required. The training entails both in-person and online sessions.
Last week, they started the initial on-site training where they had the trainer come in from GE. She came in, I believe, from California, and sat and trained and started the training. The training takes place with people. So it was amazing to seeing the very first person come in to have a CT scan done as part of the training. They have another set of training that's to come on, which is online and again, as well as in person.
Dr. McIntosh explained that further checks must be completed before a commencement date is announced. A physicist will be brought in to confirm that the room in which the scanner is located is safe and free from radiation scatter for patients, staff, and visitors. For the National Report, I am Rikisha St. Louis.
Thank you, Rikisha. Continuing the news, the Ministry of Health says its surveillance process at the country's ports of entry will be enhanced as officials keep a watchful eye on the emerging monkeypox virus. Director of Medical Services, Dr. Taisha Donnell, says there are no known cases within the Caribbean. However, over 12 non-endemic member states of the World Health Organization have already reported cases of the virus. The virus was first detected in 1958 and the first case was recorded in 1970 in the Democratic Republic of the Congo. The virus, which has an incubation period of 5 to 21 days, presents similar symptoms to those of other viruses and includes swollen lymph nodes and a rash similar to that of chickenpox. During the weekly post-cabinet press briefing on Tuesday, Dr. Donald said surveillance measures are in place to ensure quick implementation to prevent the spread of the virus.
The good thing about this is that all the surveillance measures in place for COVID-19, as a matter of fact, Grenada has a surveillance program for fever and rash. And monkeypox is one of those viral illnesses that give you fever and rash. And so that surveillance process is already in place. So all healthcare professionals, whether in public sector or private sector, that have a patient or see a patient with fever and rash, they're supposed to report these cases to our epi unit. So this already exists. So now we just have to step up on that surveillance program because, of course, this is something new to us, and we just have to step up on the lookout for cases that look similar to monkeypox.
The monkeypox is endemic to West and Central Africa. However, health professionals are concerned as cases have been reported in non-endemic countries. Dr. Donald spoke about some of the ways the virus can be transmitted.
It transmits through direct person-to-person contact. So the lesions on the skin, if the person has the lesions and you have direct contact with them, you can get it through that. Also, you can get it through respiratory droplets. So again, we're back to square one, where we say, okay, should we wear the mask or should we not wear the mask? Well, yes, we should, because the mask is going to help protect us from COVID-19 and also from monkeypox. All right, so we have to be aware of that it can be passed on through respiratory droplets as well, but also from the skin lesions. So, guys, we have to be on the lookout.
This is the National Report. The news will continue after the break.
Hello, here at the Secretariat for the Management of Derelict Vehicles. We are pleased to take your calls and answer queries. Please call us to report derelicts which obstruct traffic in your community, request the removal and disposal of your derelict vehicle from your property or other sites including a garage. Report derelict or abandoned vehicles which harbor pests or breeding mosquitoes or presenting public health or other environmental hazards. You can also find out your next step if your vehicle has been tagged for removal by the RGPF or the Ministry of Health. Call our hotline on 439-2019 at any time. This hotline will be activated on the 28th of March.
A message from the National Derelict Vehicle Cleanup Project, a project of the Government of Grenada, Ministries of Infrastructure Development, Transport and Implementation, and Ministry of Health, in collaboration with the Royal Grenada Police Force and the Grenada Solid Waste Management Authority.
Welcome back. Health officials are reporting a decline in the number of positive COVID-19 cases and an increase in the number of recoveries from the recent COVID-19 spike. Data from the May 23rd dashboard shows that 42 patients recovered from the virus, which moved the number of active cases from 1,131 to 834. Director of Medical Services, Dr. Taisha Donald, says the hospital admission rate was low compared with other spikes and variants in recent months.
Currently, we have 7 patients in hospital. And of course, in this wave, as we would call it, we noticed that there were not many admissions as during the Delta outbreak. In this phase, I think the most patients we had at any given time would have been 16 patients, which is really not much. And the majority of cases were actually mild cases. So again, we were happy for that because, a lot of patients recovered, went home and incorporated back with their family.
She highlighted the important role vaccines play in the island's current state of affairs regarding COVID-19 and encouraged individuals to get vaccinated.
We're still creeping when it comes to the whole vaccination issue. And we're really hoping that persons would understand that vaccines really do work. And, we have seen the benefits of it, particularly in the persons who are elderly and have underlying conditions. They're able to fight off this virus much better than persons who are not. So we're still at a mere 33.9% vaccination rate. And we're hoping that we really get to build that up, Let's see if we could aim for 50, aim for more, but it's been creeping, but let's say what they say, one penny fill cocoa basket. So we're hoping that one vaccination will get there one day.
And finally, in the news, the TA Marischal Community College has begun the process of accreditation more than 30 years after its inception. On Monday, the government-subsidized tertiary institution received a certificate of registration from the Grenada National Accreditation Board, which is the first step to attaining accreditation. Details from Sarana Mitchell.
TA Marischal Community College, which came into being on the 1st of July 1988 as National College, is now, after almost 34 years, on the road to becoming an accredited tertiary level institution.
By becoming an accredited institution, TAMCC will provide its graduates with increased accessibility to regional and international higher level education, as well as greater access to the global job market. Having graduated from an institution stamped with a quality approval rating from GNAB. Although the institution is not yet accredited, today marks the end of the first leg, registration, and soon, we hope, TAMCC will initiate the process for accreditation.
Accreditation Officer at the Grenada National Accreditation Board, Dana Lazarus. Permanent Secretary with responsibility for Human Resource Development, Religious Affairs and Information, Norman Gilbert, said that accreditation will make it easier for students to transfer credits and reduce the time and the money spent at other institutions.
In my own short time at the Ministry of Education, and more so the involvement within the scholarship program, I can say indeed that I've noticed that there are many students who face challenges when applying for higher education, especially where universities require ensuring that the students who enroll are part of previous learning institutions that are fully accredited. And so many of our students nationally, though they would have completed TAMCC, still have these many challenges as they pursue higher level education. As a ministry, we understand that accreditation in itself ensures a certain level of academic quality and helps to determine if an institution meets or exceeds the minimum quality standards as expressed before by all of the speakers who have spoken before me. The biggest thing for most students, as I believe was mentioned by the principal, is ensuring that students can have transferability of credits. We all can relate to students who may have to relocate for school, for jobs, or for starting families, or migration, as various reasons why their studies may be interrupted. And therefore, if they so seek to restart their learning journey, they would like to be in a position where the credits can be transferred. If not, they would have to go through a longer time to ensure that they can complete the course of study, which also includes additional monies to pay for courses that they may have to also redo.
Principal of TAMCC, Dr. Ronald Brunton, noted that attaining accreditation was not about gaining a status, but to focus on building a quality culture that will make the college an institution of choice for Grenadians. Dr. Brunton explained the process of full accreditation.
We recognize that internal quality assurance and the process of working towards accreditation rests on several key pillars, that being an internal gap analysis whereby an institution will engage in intensive self-study and self-investigation, where the institution will review its policies, its procedures, and to what extent it is in compliance with those policies and procedures. Of course, developing new policies and revising existing policies to ensure that institution is conforming to best practice. Following the development of a self-study and submission of the self-study to the National Accreditation Body, TAMCC would then undergo a process of peer review. where external experts from outside of the college, in this case probably a lot of internal experts, yes, will visit the institution to determine whether or not the institution is actually in compliance with what is documented in that self-study report. And of course, following a process back and forth between the institution and the accreditation body, we will receive a status of accreditation. Most likely, I think we have a process, is it 7 years or 10 years? Accreditation might be the norm. And of course, TAMCC will be aiming towards a maximum period of accreditation. However, accreditation is simply receiving a status. What is more important is building a quality culture at the institution, and this is what we're really all about.
TAMCC is named after stalwart Grenadian journalist and politician Theophilus Albert Marichaux, who is lauded as the father of the West Indian Federation. For the National Report, I am Sarana Mitchell.
Thank you, Sarana. That story has ended the National Report for today, Tuesday, May 24th, 2022. On behalf of the entire news and production team here at the Government Information Service, I'm Kristen Mitchell saying thank you for joining us. Until next time.
All right, thank you very much, Chrisanne. And taking a look at the weather submitted by the Met Office, we can tell you that the weather is expected to be mostly cloudy at first, hazy and windy, with light showers improving as the night progresses. 24.5 degrees Celsius is the expected minimum temperature for tonight. We expect a moderate to dust haze for the rest of the night. Wind easterly to southeasterly at 14 to 24 miles per hour. Seas slight to moderate with waves 4 to 6 feet in open waters. A small craft advisory is in effect. For Wednesday, we can tell you that the weather is expected to be partly cloudy, hazy, and windy, with few brief isolated showers becoming fair at times. A moderate to dense dust haze advisory remains in effect. Maximum temperature 30.5 degrees Celsius, minimum 24.5. Winds easterly to southeasterly at 15 to 25 miles per hour, gusting higher at times. Seas moderate with waves 4 to 6 feet in open waters. A small craft advisory remains in effect. And before we wrap, we would like to just say hello to the folks who are currently viewing on YouTube. We have Wendy, we have Mom, we have Gloria, we have Daria, we have Suzanne, we have Donna, and everyone else. Hello to you guys there. All right, and we would also like to say hello to some of the folks who are currently viewing on Facebook, like Avril and Daria as well, Zaka, Cynthia, Charmaine, Kireen, Shireen, Claire, Praise and Worship, Michelle, Shum, Tracy, who else is with us? Eunice, Vicky, Celine, Lintana. Who else is with us? Maria is with us as well. Glenda is with us as well. Hello to you, Glenda. And, well, I said Javar, so blessings again to you. Did I? But anyway, Javar, blessings to you. Williams, good day to you as well. All right, Samantha, and your family as well. And so that's as far as we can go. We have in fact gone over our time a bit, so we have to close it off now. Lucy, we see you. Yes, we see you, Lucy. Lucy. Hello to you, all right? And who else? Yes, Marvin, we see you there as well, Marvin. So, blessings to you. So, guys, take care, okay? Let's go. Who else is there? Some of all in share the program right now. I seen, you know, I could tell Facebook torn up these days, you know. Some of all in share it. Okay, let me see. Hey, Hazel, and the rest of you. I would like to encourage you, and I will tell you, I seen all who did, and I would know who share, because I've seen the numbers. I would like to encourage you to please go ahead and share the business. Share the program now. I'm waiting to see. And I will tell all who is naughty and who is nice. All right? I want to encourage you to please go ahead and, okay, I see someone. Hey, Anne, I see that you're there. Michelle, I see that you're there as well. All right, Kirin, I see that you're there as well. So I want to encourage the remaining of you who are here to please go ahead and share the program. Yes, I'm seeing the shares going up. Good. That's good. What I still see who is sharing and who is not. That's one of the changes I like from Della and Yvonne. Yvonne, you don't share yet? Della, you ain't share yet? Share the business. All right? Let me start calling names. So anyway, all you behave yourself, work on the side, okay? And I'm looking forward to being back with you guys tomorrow again. All right, Daria. Daria shares, always shares. All right, Daria, so we know that you're there. So I see, yes, I see some of you are sharing the program right now. So again, we'd like to say that we appreciate that as well, okay? So God bless you and your family. And, well, yeah, I see that you guys are actually, Avril, I'm giving all that clap. I see that you guys are actually sharing now. I'm so proud of you guys. I just see the number. That's what I'm talking about. You see, I know that some of us have gotten a little comfortable and so on, but here's what. We need to continue sharing the program so that there are people who don't get to see the notifications and so on. And the only way they get to see this, they say it's because Bermuda share it or because Avril share it. But I don't see Avril share it or Maureen share it. You understand? So if you guys don't share it, that means that there are people coming to your page, refreshing to see if you share it, and they don't see it. There are some people who religiously, and good night. There are some people who religiously get the program from you guys. So if there's one night that happens that you did not share, then they don't get to watch. Kirin says she does share like politicians. Yes. So some people will call and they'll say, well, I just get it from Anne, but I don't see Anne share it in a long time, so I wasn't able to, because not everybody knows how to maneuver social media. Yes? So when you share, you make it easy for these people. And so if there's a night that comes that you don't share again, then they are left with just on your page, refreshing. And sometimes they think that there's no program because they did not see that you shared it. Okay? So that's what it's about. So again, I would like to implore on you. I mean, you are like the ambassadors for the program. Yeah, you are like the people who carry the load. Yeah, and I don't take that lightly either. So again, I would like to say thank you very much, and we appreciate you. All right. Yvonne shared, Della shared earlier. All right. Yeah. So anyway, all you take care of all yourself and blessings. Let's go. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We all say, Ja. No. Take care, and may God bless you and the family.